Yeah, one major call to action that I would like to make to the Nigerian government, as well, I mean, by extension, the Lagos State government, is to basically see the enormous volume of solid waste, particularly organic waste in Lagos, as an opportunity to lower methane, and particularly now this is the climate finance era. There is opportunity to increase financing to this sector in Nigeria, in Lagos. And the implication of this, we want to see how the waste sector can be mainstreamed into the NDC 3.0 reporting for Nigeria. That is one. Another very important call to action, which I think is very, very key at this point in time, is we want to see a just transition in the waste, in the solid waste management sector, where we should have inclusiveness of all key stakeholders, because the way to go is not by incineration. Waste to energy is not sustainable. If you have inclusivity, you're bound to have stakeholders' involvement, and the sector of waste pickers is very key to be included in the process and for them to be able to get formalized. Once they do that, then a just transition automatically will enable us to get the dividends and the deliverables. Yeah.
So definitely to direct climate finance to the local models that are successful and that have been running on the ground for several years. We have people that are ready to do the job, that know how to do it, and all that they need is the funding to be able to scale their solutions.
What kind of solutions would that be?
Definitely zero waste implementation. So zero waste is a way for us to actually reduce the emissions from methane and also to deliver on the core benefits that people and the environment need that go beyond the climate.
So what would that mean on the ground?
So that means basically community-based zero waste, which is communities that organize themselves, that they have a system for collection, segregation at source, and we have waste cooperatives that then handle all the organic waste locally without having to transport waste, so reducing the carbon emissions. They also are connected to recycling companies, local recycling companies. So at the end of the day, you have 100% of all the organic waste being managed at the local level in a good way. And you have everything that can be recycled being recycled. And then you only need to transport to a landfill everything that remains, which then we need governments to put policies in place for that not to be produced in the first place.
A parar ya. Parar la contaminación, a hacernos cargo, ya no hay tiempo de tanta COP, hagámonos cargo hoy día, no a los bonos de carbono.
We need to take action. We need to do it now. We don't have more time for more COPs.
Invertir donde se tiene que invertir, no a las falsas soluciones, sí al trabajo con recicladores de base.
It means that investment needs to go to the right place. It needs to go to waste pickers. And we don't need more financing on false solutions.
Hoy tenemos prácticas claras y concretas. En África, en Asia y en Sudamérica tenemos compañeros recicladores haciendo reciclaje de orgánico, evitando la huella de metano.
We already have ongoing projects in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, demonstrating that reducing methane emissions is possible.
En África, en Tanzania, y en Chile, en la comuna de Valparaíso, en la quinta región, un proyecto con recicladores de base.
In Africa, they're working in Tanzania, and in Chile, in the city of Valparaíso.
Lo mejor es involucrar y reconocer a los recicladores de base en la gestión de residuos. Somos los que metemos la mano a la basura.
The best part is that waste pickers get recognition for their work, because we are the ones that get their hands into the waste.
Gracias, así es. Por los recicladores, por los más de 20 billones de recicladores en el mundo.
Thank you. I'm doing it for the more than 20 million waste pickers in the world.
As part of the panel a while ago, and hearing some of my colleagues, would like to, in the Philippines, we would like to include zero waste into the National Climate Action Plan and the NDCs. and to invite my fellow policymakers to in the government and government leaders to join the city's methane pledge and commit to lowering the methane emissions. And lastly, to uh, ask our policymakers, local policymakers, to join us in crafting policies that will support the welfare of our waste pickers, not just in our country, but globally. There's a lot of challenges, no, along the way, but I think doing committing and giving a full commitment and working with the locals and on the grassroots level, we can always surpass challenges and make this program more sustainable and practical in nature. In this case, we're doing small steps in mitigating the negative effect of climate change and climate crisis in our community. By doing so, it is more practical. So we want to invest more on our day-to-day task in zero waste programs than having a climate crisis in our communities. Currently, we are in the part of the local government in the Philippines as the vice mayor of the city of San Fernando and coinciding as the president of the Zero Waste Cities Network Philippines. So we want to introduce zero waste programs in other cities in the Philippines and hopefully after the Philippines, globally also. Our experience in COP29 gave us more understanding and bigger perspective in what should we do more, what can we share more and do more.